prices rose. Some areas 15%.
Yeah, I know.
You know, so are they coming way down? Are they going to
no.
stay?
I mean, you know what's funny is actually I think I just read something recently. It was like the prices still went up. You know, I had a client who said, "Well, prices have come way down." Well, no, they really haven't. Like that's not the data, right? The real, it's interesting because like all the time when rates go up, generally there is a longer term effect on pricing, right?
Right.
We start having like after 6, 8, 12 months, you start seeing some pricing adjustments.
It slows down,
and pricing starts coming down.
People want to get rid of their house; they have to move.
I mean, I know that everybody else in this business is seeing the same thing I am, right? And right now, the difference between like this, you know, besides the craziness we've been on the last couple of years, is we're able to get more for houses now, even though pricing hasn't really come down. You're still getting more concession from the seller, right? You know, so you get
Which affects your value.
It does affect your value, right? Like at the end of the day, it does. So, I guess ultimately, I'm kind of completely changing my tune here, but I think you're going to have some adjustments because you're now able to, you know, you're going to have closing help and those sorts of things that are available for buyers.
But we're not seeing a 20-30% market crash.
Not
and
even
values
close.
go through the floor.
No.
I think that's what a lot of people, you know, and I get responses on videos and everything else. They're like, "Oh, I'm just going to wait for it to crash. I don't know why you're spinning that. It's going to be terrible."
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, it's just not going to happen.
Well, go ahead and hold your breath.
Yeah.
Let's
keep renting.
Keep renting, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you just go ahead and pay the landlord for his house. Let him pay him for his house.
I mean, and the biggest thing is it is a great time to buy. If you can afford to buy and can afford the payment, look at it this way. If you're going to go out and rent, your payments are going to be about the same.
But I mean, honestly, I think with all the programs that you guys have, right? Like there is so much available out there right now.
Yep.
There really is. Like closing cost incentives and down payment.
Down payment.
I mean, there's so much stuff that's available for people, and then to be able to negotiate maybe some assistance from the seller.
Right.
That's huge.
Right.
Right. And you got to. I think if you're buying, you need to equate that into your budget. Right? You need to recognize that a year ago you weren't going to get that money. Right. You'd be paying the same price because market prices haven't gone down. Same price, but you're also paying. You've got more.
You're not paying extra cash.
That's right.
Because of appraisal waivers and everything else.
You know what? So like, I'm gonna do your job for you down there.
Okay.
Like, so think about it for a second, right? Like, so you know, maybe the rate's a little bit higher, but you're getting this incentive, which amounts for thousands of dollars in many cases, right? If you equate that into rate differentiation, right? It's probably it can offset a lot, right? You know what I mean? It's not the exact same number. I get it, but
well, it used to be the sellers were getting premium. They weren't paying closing costs.
Right.
There was no inspections.
Right.
Now the sellers, you know, are still making good money.
Yeah.
But they're giving concessions.
That's right.
You know, so the buyers actually, in some situations, not every.
No,
I mean,
there's
certain markets, certain price ranges.
I totally get it.
It's still hot. There's no listings. When one hits, it's gone.
Right.
And with 5, 6 offers.
Right. We just had one this past week where it was a sight unseen situation.
Yeah.
Had 3 sight unseen offers on it. 3.
Yeah.
How's that even come on the market?
Just depends on the house.
Depends on the house. Right. That's exactly right. And it's priced, it's priced right, and it moves quickly. But I think it's always worth. You gotta look at all the numbers, not just the one. And
every person's different.
That's true. That's totally true.
What they're because I've got people that can afford a $350,000 house. They go, I don't want that. I don't want that. You start getting into it, and I'm like, well, I put $1,000 a month away.
Okay.
Or I'm paying off my student loans and I'm quadrupling the payments to get rid of whatever.
Get rid of it, whatever it is. Right.
You don't know what their budget is.
Well, right. Budget is what you want it to be. It's not.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's not like
I can tell you what the budget is to get you in a house.
Right.
That doesn't always correlate with.
I would say to people, would you, if you could buy a $1 million house for $100 a month, would you do it? Of course you would, right? You know what I mean? But maybe not. If you had that $100 a month was going towards your student loan, you might not want to.
Can't eat, but I mean, I got $1 million house.
Right. Can't eat.
I flip the switch, the lights don't come on, nothing.
Right. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you bringing the information, giving me a call.
No, it's good stuff.
By.
Yeah.
So.
No, cool. Glad to stop by.
Absolutely.
All right.